On day one, we're going to walk you through how to set up a Ubuntu Linux virtual environment on your laptop or desktop. You see, much later in the class, you'll be deploying your new web app to a Ubuntu cloud server. We get your localhost set up with Ubuntu in the beginning so that we know that the application you're building locally is ready to run in the cloud later. Once your VM is set up, we're going to jump right into the fundamentals of Flask. Flask is a web application framework for Python. Flask helps you build full-stack Python 3 applications quickly and easily. So we're going to install this framework and then do a quick Hello World project to make sure everything's working correctly. Then we start adding on functionality. We add on front-end templates, server-side routes, then learn how to process client-side data. As the course goes on, the application you're building grows and gets more and more complex. We show you how to create, design, and connect to a SQLite database so that you can store and retrieve data. The choice of SQLite is arbitrary. You can just as easily use these same skills to set up MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, or any other database. Once the database is designed and your application can connect to it, we build out the server-side data models and add user authentication and session tokens to your app. At this point, we will have spent a lot of time on the back end, so now it's time to go to the front. In Section 4, we show you how to integrate Twitter Bootstrap, the popular front-end library. Bootstrap handles a lot of the boilerplate front-end code for you so that you can create great-looking menus, forms, pop-ups, cards, tables, and even mobile responsiveness with just a few lines of code. Now that your front-end looks good, it's time to deploy your application to the cloud. In Section 5, we're going to show you how to create a virtual server on DigitalOcean. Turn it on, connect to it, and use a simple SCP command to transfer your code over to that server so your application can run in production. Lastly, in Section 6, we'll go deeper on cloud setup. We'll show you how to set up and use Nginx, how to create a separate Ubuntu user just for your application, how to configure WSGI, and more. And that's it. So how is this course structured? Like all of the classes at Purple.com, this is a self-paced online course, meaning there are no deadlines. You can go as fast or as slowly as you want. But there are quite a few homeworks and projects you'll need to complete and submit as you go. You'll watch video lectures, work on homework projects, and, if you like, participate in group discussions and coding challenges in our student forum. When you complete the course and pass all the homeworks and projects in the final exam, you'll earn a digital certificate with your name on it that is unique and blockchain verified. You can share it on LinkedIn, print it out, or link to its public URL on your resume. But more importantly, when you complete this course, you'll have the skills and experience you need to be a full-stack Python developer. Our lectures will teach you the skills, but it's the homework assignments and projects that will get you the experience. By the end of this course, you should be very comfortable building and deploying your own websites and web apps with Python and Flask. So what are the prerequisites? This is an intermediate level Python course. It is not for beginners. In order to do well, you should at least have some experience with Python 3. You should also be very comfortable with HTML and CSS and light front-end JavaScript and minimal SQL before you start the course. You should also be comfortable in your command line or terminal and have a full-size workstation that you can install a virtual environment on. You cannot take this class from a phone or tablet. You need a real development machine. If you want to watch sample videos from this course, you can do so on the course landing page, and that's where you can also read the details of the course syllabus and more. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us anytime. If you're not already on our site right now, just visit purple.com, then click on Our Courses, and then you can click on the course you're interested in, get all the details, and enroll from there. Looking forward to seeing you in the course. Welcome. We hope you enjoy this journey into full stack development.
You've been doing integration since grade 10 when you're talking about the West Indies Federation and CARIFTA and CARICOM, and so they might find this easier. And in fact, this worksheet is truly written from an historical process, because in truth, as with all the things in the Caribbean and Caribbean studies, everything is really historic. So what is integration? That is our first thing. Well, technically, integration is just combining something, but it is more than just combining something. You have to have a purpose for combining the thing, and it must work efficiently. Integration is really the process of coming together to achieve a common goal and to operate an effective community, unit, or body. And so, integration in the context of the Caribbean is about the Caribbean countries coming together as an effective body so that they can either achieve something together or they can represent